The Census of Agriculture is taken every 5 years, and the latest census found a disturbing trend. Virginia saw a decline of 500,000 acres in farmland from 2002 to 2007. Kevin Schmidt with the Virginia Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services says there are lots of reasons farmland goes out of production.
Certainly competition for land. Farmers are getting older, as maybe they're idling some of that land as they're figuring out what to do. They haven't sold the land yet, but it's not currently in production, trying to figure out what to do with the next generation.
Agriculture and forestry are the state's largest industries, together accounting for $79 billion in economic impact, Schmidt says. As the Old Dominion went through explosive economic growth in the past decade, former Governor Tim Kaine and Governor Bob McDonnell each pledged to preserve 400,000 acres of open space. But those industries need working farm and forest lands to survive, not just pretty views or parks.
And that is a different, approach than looking at all the other different conservation purposes, which are certainly all good in their right. Water quality, riparian corridors, wildlife habitat, historic resources are all important conservation goals. But when you're talking about working farm and forest land, there is a difference. You're talking about an active economic opportunity and activity going on that property.
For years, the Virginia Farm Bureau Federation has urged the state to do more to help preserve working farm and forest land. The Farm Bureau also is promoting this cause to the public with the Save Our Food campaign. You can learn more about how anyone can help save farmland by going to saveourfood.org. Assistant Secretary of Agriculture and Forestry Matt Conrad says Governor Bob McDonnell has made preserving working farmland one of his priorities.
So far in his administration, he's conserved up to 2,000 acres. He's also increased the budget for the Office of Farmland Preservation $100,000 per year in FY11 and FY12. He's also asked Secretary Haymore and myself to explore ways with easement holders to make it easier for lands to stay in a working state so that farmers can allow their sons and daughters to return to the farm and preserve that effort into the future.
One reason the Farm Bureau has been promoting local foods and farmland preservation is that consumers often don't understand how vital they are to the state's economy. For instance, last year, Virginia farmers and agribusinesses exported $2.3 billion of farm products, and the poultry, cattle, and dairy sectors are the top 3 farm commodities. If you'd like to support efforts to save Virginia farms, there is one easy thing you can do: purchase a special state license plate.
You've probably seen them driving around both the farm, and I can also tell you in suburban areas I'm seeing them as well, and I'm very glad about that. It's a revenue generating license plate, $25 a year, 15 of which come to the Office of Farmland Preservation for our activities. So please feel free to get a fashionable license plate, and feel good about your effort as well too.
I'm Norm Hyde reporting.